Hi, everyone. I hope you're all doing well, and I truly wish goodness for every viewer watching today. Today's topic is about one of humanity's oldest quests, the search for healing. Long before modern hospitals, advanced surgeries, or digital medicine, people sought ways to ease pain, treat wounds, and prolong life. These early efforts were more than superstition. In many cases, they were careful observation of the body and the world around it. Before we move to our today, I want to say that this channel is user-friendly, no offensive content, no misinformation. We explain things with respect, curiosity, and authenticity. Our journey begins in Mesopotamia, often called the cradle of civilization. Clay tablets, dating back to around 2100 BCE, reveal some of the earliest written medical prescriptions. Sumerian and Babylonian healers combined herbal remedies, dietary advice, and spiritual rituals. Illness was sometimes linked to displeased deities, but they also recorded plant-based treatments for wounds, fevers, and infections. One fascinating example is their use of willow bark, a natural source of salicylic acid, which is the chemical basis for aspirin today. This shows that even thousands of years ago, people noticed patterns between certain plants and recovery. Further west, ancient Egypt built an entire medical system rooted in both practical care and religious belief. The Edwin Smith Papyrus, circa 1600 BC, is a medical text that focuses on surgery and trauma care. It offers detailed case studies of fractures, wounds, and dislocations. It avoids magical explanations in many entries, instead describing logical observations, like the effect of pressure on bleeding. Egyptian healers, often priests trained in medicine, specialized in fields such as dentistry, gynecology, and ophthalmology. They used honey as an antiseptic, castor oil for digestive problems, linen bandages for wound dressing. Some of these methods, like honey's antibacterial use, are still supported by modern science. Both Mesopotamian and Egyptian medicine laid the foundation for later civilizations. They showed that the path to healing began not only in temples, but also in observation, experimentation, and preservation of knowledge. From the river valleys of Egypt and Mesopotamia, our journey moves toward ancient Greece. Here, medicine began to take on a more systematic and philosophical approach. One of the most influential figures was Hippocrates of Kos, a physician who lived around 460 to 370 BCE, often called the father of medicine. Hippocrates emphasized that diseases had natural causes, not punishments from the gods. This was a radical shift for the time. He believed that the body's health depended on a balance of four fluids, called the humours: blood, phlegm, yellow bile, and black bile. While this theory is outdated today, it shaped medical thinking for over 1,000 years. But perhaps Hippocrates' most famous contribution was the Hippocratic Oath. This was not a single fixed text, but rather a set of principles passed down and adapted over time. Its original version stressed moral duty, confidentiality, and a commitment to never intentionally harm a patient. Even in modern times, new doctors often take an updated form of this oath, showing how an idea born over 2 millennia ago still echoes in medical ethics today. Greek physicians also advanced the study of anatomy and prognosis. Although human dissection was rare in Greece, they observed injuries from battles and examined animal bodies to learn about internal organs. Medical schools, such as those in Knidos and Kos, trained students not just in treatments, but also in careful patient observation. The Greeks also borrowed from earlier cultures. Herbs used in Mesopotamia and Egypt found their way into Greek prescriptions. This blending of knowledge helped preserve ancient remedies while adding new theories. One lesser-known Greek innovation was the practice of medical case recording. Physicians documented a patient's symptoms, changes over time, and the effects of treatment. This may sound ordinary today, but in ancient times, it was a breakthrough method for learning from past experiences by combining ethical guidance, logical reasoning, and organized documentation. Greek medicine set the stage for future civilizations. From here, healing knowledge would travel east and west, inspiring medical traditions that still exist in different forms even today. As Greek medicine flourished in the Mediterranean, another rich tradition was evolving in the Far East. Traditional Chinese medicine, often called TCM, its roots stretch back more than 2,000 years, with foundational texts like the Huangdi Neijing or the Yellow Emperor's Inner Canon. This work is not just a medical manual. It blends philosophy, natural observation, and practical treatments. In TCM, health is seen as the balance of two opposite yet complementary forces, yin and yang. When yin and yang are in harmony, the body thrives. When they fall out of balance, illness arises. The concept of qi, or life energy, also plays a central role. Practices such as acupuncture, moxibustion, herbal formulas, and dietary therapy aim to restore this balance and keep qi flowing smoothly. Ancient Chinese physicians also stressed prevention over cure, believing that a wise doctor keeps a patient healthy rather than waiting to treat disease. At the same time, another medical tradition was taking shape in South Asia, Ayurveda. Dating back at least 3,000 years, Ayurveda's earliest records are found in Sanskrit texts like the Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita. Ayurveda views health as the balance of three doshas, Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, each representing a blend of physical and mental traits. Treatment often involves herbal medicines, oil massages, diet adjustments, and detoxification therapies. One of Ayurveda's remarkable contributions is in surgery. The Sushruta Samhita describes over 300 surgical procedures, including cataract removal and plastic surgery techniques for repairing noses and ears. Both TCM and Ayurveda share a holistic vision, treating the person as a whole rather than just addressing isolated symptoms. They consider lifestyle, environment, and emotional state as vital parts of health. And while some of their theories are rooted in ancient beliefs, many of their remedies have gained modern recognition, such as turmeric's anti-inflammatory effects and acupuncture's role in pain management. From China's qi to India's doshas, these systems reveal that the quest for healing has always been as much about harmony and balance as about curing disease. From Mesopotamia's clay tablets to the herbal scrolls of China and the surgical manuals of India, the ancient world's healing traditions formed the backbone of what we now call medicine. Though their languages, beliefs, and methods differed, they all shared a single aim: to reduce suffering and restore health. These early systems did not exist in isolation. Trade routes such as the Silk Road carried not only goods but also knowledge. Herbs from the East were introduced to the West. Greek and Roman texts found their way into Arabic translations, where Islamic scholars studied, preserved, and expanded upon them. This cross-cultural exchange meant that a remedy discovered in one land could travel thousands of miles and be adapted into another tradition. Some ancient practices survive, almost unchanged, like acupuncture needles or Ayurvedic oil massages. Others have been reinterpreted through the lens of modern science, leading to new medicines and treatments. What is striking is how observation and experimentation were at the heart of these traditions. Even when wrapped in spiritual language, the Egyptians noting honey's healing power, the Mesopotamians tracking plant effects, the Greeks recording symptoms over time, the Chinese mapping energy pathways, the Indians refining surgical tools. All of these steps were part of a slow, patient process of discovery. Today, we often think of medicine as something driven by laboratories and advanced technology. But its roots run deep into human history, into dusty scrolls, stone carvings, and oral teachings passed down over centuries. These traditions remind us that healing is not just about science, but also about empathy, care, and respect for the human body. All the information we provide comes from verified historical sources, including books, records, and archaeology. Sources include Edwin Smith Papyrus trans James Henry Breasted, 1930, Wangdi Neijing, various translations, Charaka Samhita and Sushruta Samhita, Govind Das Publications, Nutten Vivian, Ancient Medicine, Routledge, 2012, Scarborough, John, Roman Medicine, Cornell University Press, 1969. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Thrones of Knowledge. And don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified on time. Suggest our next topic in the comments to help make our journey even better.